Oh, correct. I'm back. I am back. I'm here. Online. I'm updating the stream information one last time just to be sure. And then we get one of the Vive controllers to read the book on. That will only make sense to certain people. Don't worry, it's an in-joke. Sorry, I was just looking at the numbering and it was fine right up to about here. And I just ignored this. I thought, yeah, there's all the digits up to 100, but it's got splits. It splits the digits when you got an opening boy, so you can keep track of all your stuff. It's like a giant Excel spreadsheet. Isn't that nice? So what are we doing today? I remember I saw it because I was potentially going to do it last week after Switch, but I looked at it and I thought to myself, that can wait till another week. Switch wasn't the end of a chapter. I remember that. Iterative statements, please. Okay, so we're looking at iterative statements, which is gonna suck because we've been doing them for weeks now. What's this? What are we on week 24? We on week 24 maybe? So we're looking at the while, the for statements, the do while statements. Iterative statements are commonly called loops, and they do a thing. So the main difference to draw here is the while and do while. Uh-oh. Fantastic. I wonder where that's gone. So I had a piece of bubble wrap here, and it had a phone component. Had a phone component in it, and now the phone component is not in the bubble wrap. I'm sure it'll turn up. I'm sure I put it somewhere safe. I'm sure I didn't just throw it. Anyway, so what's that noise? Huge slam. The while loop will test the condition first, and then it will execute the code block in the statement if the condition is met. The do while, it's really bothering me that I lost that now. Where would I have put a tiny little phone component? Is it behind the Stream Deck maybe? Nope, it's not behind the Stream Deck. I'm sure I'll turn up. Thank you, Xbox controller. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Definitely is not in that piece of... Anyway, whereas the do while will do the code block one time, and then it will check to see if it can do it again before doing it again. Simple as that. Oh, there it is. Hey! Cool. And then we got the for statement, which will iterate over a certain set of stuff. What's this? Code for exercises 513. Okay, ignore that shit. I swear, I think the formatting in this file has been fucked up. But let's just ignore that and move on. I've unplugged the adapter for the other keyboard because I cleared off the desk, and I can now move my regular keyboard into the correct position to type on. But just about. So we'll be clicky clacky again today. Just giving you a heads up on that if you don't like the clicky clacky boy. Write a program to read strings from a standard input looking for duplicated words. The program should find places in the input where one word is followed immediately by itself. Keep track of the largest number of times a single repetition occurs, which word is repeated. Print the maximum number of... What was that noise? Duplicates, or else print a message saying that no word was repeated. Okay, seems like a cheeky challenge. We can do this. Absolutely no problem. Let's just comment out our old code block here, which we will not be using today. Minimize. Fuck out of here. What are you doing? So, welcome to the Mouth Noise stream. We're gonna want data type, really. Can we do that? Can I just really quickly open up salesdata.h and then we can... So I just type, okay. So struct word and count. What was it? And then it's a code block. Okay. Ah, don't pin. Don't pin. Is that right? Yeah, standard string. Word. Why did you remove my tabs? Why did you remove my tabs? Stop it. Vector. Can do that, right? Vector word and count. Didn't say anything about it having to be in alphabetical order or anything, did it? Good. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No, this is fine, right? I gotta give the vector a name. I'm an idiot. Vector count. Yeah. Stupid idiot did a stupid idiot thing. Good. How do you search a vector? Oh yeah, we need a string. String input. I get the feeling I'm going down a dark path here, which isn't going to work properly. My brain is turning. My brain is turning. It's just not turning real fast enough. So what we want to do. Oh my god! I've bent all these pages in my notebook. Oh, that's right. I've got a notebook here. Oh, nice. So we get an input, which is a string, which is a series of characters in an array. Oh, is a C string actually not? Sorry, is the C++ standard string not actually an array? I can't remember. But it has a null terminator at the end. I drew my null terminator backwards, doesn't matter. And so we're looking for see, I don't want to break. In fact, can I do that? Is that legal? Ah, it's not legal. Extra brackets around to lower, maybe? No? What do you mean? No suitable conversion from string to int exists. What do you mean? It's to lower. Objects. This is why I hate computer programming. And it is getting warm in here. What's the C function to change a C++ string into lowercase? Dare open the Firefox tab. I'll just Google it on my phone. Come on, phone. C++ to upper. String, idiot. Okay, no, okay. You can't do that. You can't do that. So to upper changes individual characters. How do you bring a string uppercase in C++? Okay. So actually, what am I doing? There was his string for, it's just a for loop. That doesn't need to be there. That needs to be in here. Okay. For auto C for auto C input. Is it God damn it, there's so many things that I can just accidentally hit. Star C equals 2 upper C? Is that correct? It's not correct. Local variable, char C. Yeah? Why you red, buddy? Why you red? Operand of star must be a pointer. Interesting. C was 2 upper C. That doesn't seem right, but okay. You know what? Let's just it's not gonna do a thing, book. Control Z. There you go, book. I did it wrong. Ah. See, it's at this point where I'm looking back at the code that I've written as example code to remind me of how to do the code, but I cannot remember why that this is a thing, or even if it works. So we got one capital letter. Okay, that's interesting. Why is that in brackets? Is a good question. I don't think that's going to do anything. Whoa, hello. Okay, that's fine. That's not fine. The hell's going on here? So it's mostly fine, but ooh. Just give me a second. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's stopping at the space. I have an idea why, but you underscore scary underscore val. Oh god. At least someone who made C++ has a sense of humor. So, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you only... Oh, hello. Oh, okay. I think it's because I'm trying to escape things. I think I'm just being an idiot here. Fuck you. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? String. That's the legal code, right? Why does it stop when it hits a space? We're not dealing with I'm not dealing with it. What's the I don't think that's the problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Debug assertion field. You don't like that either? You don't like that either? Back to the old Google. Iterate over C++ string. Ooh. Okay, so the problem isn't with the inside of the loop. What did I just do? So this was fine. That's fine. For fuck off. Ah, okay. Okay, so I think. Oh, my book has turned itself off. Good. I think this might work. That cin will only deal with integral types, characters. Like it was freaking out when it was hitting a space anyway. So, there we go. It's fixed. Beautiful. That's all we had to do. One line of code. Fantastic. Okay. So get line cin input is gonna get the whole line rather than escaping the second it hits a character it doesn't like, which is fantastic. That's what we wanted. We don't need that anymore, and I don't think we need that anymore. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change it all to uppercase, so that we don't have to deal with any stuff. Yeah. We don't really need that to be on. We know what we're doing. So we get a string in. We go over the string. Can you compare? Can you do that actually? I don't want that phone. I want the other phone. God damn it! This is so stupid. Because I remember something can't compare string something. Okay, so compare. So I'm going to make another vector. Vector string words. We're doing the same thing here. Can we not just put it in here? Holder if C does not equal space. Holder plus equals C. Else words dot push back holder equals null. Fuck you. I love C++. It's really cool. Oh god. Okay, so that didn't work. Okay. Checking and C equals is probably not what you mean. And C does not equal. So you're probably right, but also it doesn't work if I don't put an and there. It throws me up an error. So how am I going to check if C is a space or not? Is there an integral type? Is it like blank or something? Is blank. Is that how I'm meant to do it? It runs. Interesting. Roll has been truncated from that, which is oh, because there's no space. It's a good learning opportunity that actually type checked, but would mean something totally bogus. Remember that a string constant is typed as constant char star, and the and star would be typed as char star. Yeah, I see. I get it. I see what was going on there. Thank you. Big oof. Gotta try and remember that though. That's the hard part. So C, in this case, when we're using auto and C in an iterator over a string input, C is just a character, right? A constant character, apparently. That's fine. So I don't like the for auto iterator wording. I don't like it, but it's handy, so I'm using it. And I'm sure people, if I wrote programs for people, would probably appreciate seeing that in code because it's quite easy to read. You know what I mean? Something is appointed to the start of a string containing a space and a null character. Is a child as a space. Ah, single quotes, right, yeah. Of course, because it's a string literal when you use double quotes. So this doesn't handle the edge case of when there's no space at the end of a sentence. Of course, there isn't going to be a space at the end of a sentence. If it isn't blank and it does not, and no, C does not equal null. That's right, because there's a null at the end, right? Not sure about your single quotes \0. That looks sketchy to me. I'm not gonna try that, but we'll see if this goes. Oh, did a poopy. Yeah, okay. So a C++ string, does that have a null terminator at the end? It does, doesn't it? Back to Google. I don't want to create. I want to know. I want to know what's at the end of them. Is there anything at the end of them? Thanks for putting your cookie policy over the top of this website, so I can't read it. Definition, blah 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 blah. Don't want a character array. Da da da. Don't care. We're using C++ string. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. So that's fine. If it's blank, it's fine. If it's not blank, it's going to add the character to the word in holder. If it is blank, it's going to add holder to the vector words, and then it's going to set holder to nothing. Oh, but do you know what, actually? When we run this, there's an empty... Oh, well, that's, yeah, because it's empty, isn't it? But it is empty, it's there, and we're going across words, so it's getting put in, but nothing's going into it. Am I overcomplicating things? Am I making this as stupid? Am I doing a brain? Wish my brain could do a brain sometimes. Try ending your sentence with a space. I know if I end my sentence with a space, it'll work. But that's not the problem. The problem is that I have to end my sentence with a space. And that's not how people type on computers. This is how you get computer errors that crash your program. Or computer errors that lead to your employees hating you for developing an app that doesn't work when you need it to, in the way that you expect it to. I like holiday in Miami. It's a lie. It's... So the problem is, okay, I've got two problems now. Multiply that problems by one. It's adding, it's doing this. So it's a bug. This should give you an idea of why the other one didn't work. What? I mean, I know why it doesn't work, but I don't know what I have to do to fix it. That's my problem. What I need to do is check if there's nothing left in the string, right? And that's there's a thing for vectors to do that. Is there an end of string? String C++ ends with end character. STL string is an actual object, takes care of some of those initialization termination. Null terminated string is a character string stored as an array, so it's not null terminated. Why are strings in C++ usually terminated with null? For God's sake. But you see, the problem I have is that if holder does not equal you want a string literal, don't you? There we go. So that's gonna fix one of our bugs. 100%. No. Whoops. Do you know how to use the debugger? That would help you see what's going on. I'm gonna say no. It's been a very long time since I used the debugger, and it wasn't very helpful back then. What I want to know is what a C++ string ends with. A dynamic one. A C++ standard namespace string. How do I get the last character of a string in C++? You can use string.back to get a reference to the last character in the string. The back function for standard string, some string cout, string.back. Aha! If it is not blank and C does not equal input dot back. I've probably broken it again, so Haiti, Miami, Paris, and your mom. For God's sake. Okay, so that's not a problem apparently. C++ is a hell on earth. Smiley face. Ah, right, yeah. Okay. Oh, you're right. Duh. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So if it isn't blank, no, wait, what? Oh, you know what? That can be a second thing because that's a higher precedence, really, isn't it? Yeah, I get it. Put your cursor in line 526 and press Control F10 to run it, the debugger, and stop on that line. Okay. Got it. There were build errors. Would you like to continue? I didn't finish writing the code. Sorry, dude. Just give me a moment, okay? If C equals input dot back, this is gonna be holder plus equals C words dot push back holder. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Holder equals nothing break. 526. I'm sure that's moved, so I'll just, I mean, yeah, why not? Control F10. Poopy bums. You may have to explain to me at what I am looking at here. Words size equals 0, vector and count size equals 0. Input poopy bum bums. That's good. Holder. It's fine. C ATP. Who the fuck is C ATP? P. Oh, P for poopy bumba. Okay, that's fine. Range 10 N. Cool. Hey, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna remember that. That's really nice. Even if I can just look at the values. That's pretty great. How do I end? Help. Under the debug menu, use the options for how to step through the program. Use F10 to step a statement at a time. Oh, I've stopped it. Fucking god try it again. Dude, this is so cool. Thank you. Why is it red? Is it just red because I selected something? Help. The yellow arrow in the left margin is the next line to be executed. Okay. Oh, God! This is so much easier than all that horrible C. It was all console based and it was just a nightmare. Do you know what I'm talking about? What's the green arrow? The green arrow is gone, never mind. I'm getting a lot of red stuff here. I mean, it's kind of more pink than red, but I don't want you selected. You how do I unhighlight this shit? I can't unhighlight it, can I? God damn it. It's not red anymore. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you for showing me this. This is amazing. And we're gonna watch it. Oh man, was it a bad idea to put this all in one loop? You know, it kind of feels like it was a. Are we gonna get to see it like type stuff out by? Oh, for God's sake! Why can't I have you on the same screen? You can have a look at my desktop for a moment then. Fine, it's fine. Don't even consider it a problem. So you can see input is being capitalized, holder is having stuff put into it. Is red a right? If it's red, it's being written to, right? Yeah. Oh crap, I had the stream muted. I hope you haven't been replying to me. All I said was thank you. But seeing as how you've unmuted it now, I'll say again. Everybody, what was it? Control F10? Control F10. I'm going to use this in future streams. I'm going to use this in future not streams if I ever have to do C++. I say that like I don't want to, but... Oh, it's going to start writing now. Oh, it did that in one? Use F9 to set a breakpoint. Ooh. I don't want to use any breakpoints, thank you. Less than or equal to 1 millisecond. Makes me happy. It just does it. Ah! You can't do that in one operation. You can't write a whole string in one operation. Ah! There is still oh no. No, there is. There's an extra gap. I don't know. Hold on. Let me. At the end of this, I'm just gonna. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I think we solved our problems though. I think I was just being a bit of a brainy and pink. Yes. Okay, so the extra end at the end, the extra and at the end, the extra carriage return at the end of our thing was just extra, and this gets put on a new line anyway. Thank you. Wait, what? This doesn't work? This doesn't work. It does work. It just worked. I showed you. Did it on stream. We just ran the program. Look. It works. The only problem is, oh. Words that contain the last char in this. Use words that contain the last char in the string. Use words that contain the last char. What? Use words that contain the last char in the string. How? What? How could I use words that contain the last char in the string? Like dd. What do you mean there were build errors? Extraneous characters. I just mashed. Now C equals input back. No! Don't. Oh no! Why did you have to break my computer program, dude? God damn it. So input back is just the last character in the string, the actual character that it is. It isn't the last character in the string. That's what I want to check. I want to check if C is the last character in the string. I don't want to check if C is the same character as the last character in the string. That's ridiculous. Why would anyone need that function? Whoever wrote C++, you gotta take that out. No one needs that. Oh yeah, I just gotta check if there's like 100 E's in this text. What the fuck? So, okay. Fine. Fine. There's a very simply solution. I thought you see it when stopping in the debugger. You're assuming that I have eyes. It's very... I do actually have eyes, but I don't use them. So we need, at line 534, check the state of input and holder. 534. Holder will have the last word, but it isn't in words yet. I think we need to go back one line, maybe. 533? Let's go. I can't. Thank you. Wait, you changed something in the program that I don't understand. Well, I changed something in the program that I don't understand, so, you know, we're in the same boat here. I just, what did I change in the program then? You still have the bug. I still have the bug. I didn't change anything since you said I had a bug. Yeah. You want me to just take that all out? That's fine. I'll take that all out. I'll take that. Get rid of that clause altogether. In fact, I'll go all the way up to the else, otherwise it won't work when I delete it. Add new fresh tabs in. I don't know what the hell's gone on there. There's a space instead of a tab. Now rerun from 527. F10. I don't know what just happened there. Oh, I was debugging that whole time. No. What the hell? Warning, variable or function standard string basic standard backwards removed, undeleted, undetected references could still exist. Edit and continue successfully applied code changes. Oh, for God's sakes. What have I done? I just want to save the code. And then I want to... I've stopped on the wrong line, haven't I? Big brain. It did edit and continue. That's when you change the program while you're debugging it. Yes. I did the big brain. So I can't advance it with the console in the foreground, but I can't show you the console with the program in the background gone. That's fine, you don't need it. I need it. Makes me feel happy. It's something to look at. Control F10. I did Control F10. You want me to Control F10 again? Hang on a sec, buddy. Did the big... brain. So here we are. Everything is capitalized. Plus equals holder. Break. We still have a thing. It will run to where your cursor is at. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. That tested false. Expand words to check all the elements in it. I did the big my pair equals allocator. The fuck out of here. So yeah. What? Oh, can we just do a pushback outside? Hold on a sec. So if I just do pushback outside the loop, it's fine. It will just depend after the loop as long as the holder isn't empty. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you. Yep. Yep. How do I stop? Continue. Thank you. And then, not the for loop, but if. I will put an if. Holder does not equal nothing. Words dot pushback holder. It needs to be a code block. It needs to be a code block for my sanity and yours. Yeah, I think we're good. There's just one other thing. About punctuation. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Does not even matter. Now I'm gonna do some janky C++. No. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. For int I equals 0, doing this old school. I does less than vector word and count dot size. I think I want size of, do I? Because that's gonna be bits. I don't want size of. I want the number of. Back to Google. Number of elements in vector C++. Standard vector size returns the number of elements in the vector. This is the number of actual objects held in the vector and not necessarily equal to its storage capacity. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. How far are you into the C++ primer? I believe this is episode 24. I am on chapter 5. We're doing we're doing iterators, which is just after switches, which is just after statements, which is just after type conversion, which is just after the comma expression, which I kind of remember. I think we're on chapter 5.14, 5.15, 5.14. Oh. It's word and count size. They discuss iterators before explaining size of. No. They do not. Size of is in the bitwise section, I believe. Just don't remember what size of does. Size of gets the size of an object in bytes, bits. It's for memory allocation usually. That's not what we're looking for, and this isn't working, so I've typed it in wrong, haven't I? Okay, your vector size. You're not going to tell me how to use it. What the fuck is going on here? Just dot size. Just vector size will be 12 always. Bytes, yeah. Or some constant. It can still vary by STL implementation. Yep. Because a vector, the size of a vector isn't based on the things inside the vector. The size of an array is based on the things inside the array, because a vector is an object with an address of the next object in the vector. Correct? Is that correct? I don't know if that's correct. Iterative volatility, no changes. Oh, for God's sake! So size of is not the number of elements contained, but yeah. It's the size of a single vector thing, maybe. I don't really know. They as far as I remember, which isn't very much, they didn't do a size of a vector. They did a size of the integral types and an array, just to show you what would happen. Do I need to create a constant int for this? Would it be easier if I just... Does it even have to be a constant int? If you do int star x equals new int 20, then size of x is still size of int star. Yes. Wait. What? If you do int star x equals new int 20, size of x is still the size of int star. Yeah, because that's the address. So 4, not 420. God damn it. Because it's a pointer to the start of the array. And it's not the array itself. Constant wax size is equal to word and count. Why won't you select? I want you to select. Word and count dot size. Are you okay? Buddy, do you need help? What am I doing? I'm doing the wrong damn thing. You distracted me. I'm blaming this on you. Words. Constant int wax size equals words dot size. I is equal to 0. I is less than wax size. I plus plus. I've got issues even thinking about what range this is in, so I'm gonna just see out. Huh? Size is a method. It's not the same as semicolon. Oh shit. Expected a semicolon. Also brain. Also brackets. Jesus Christ. Is that right? I could have sworn in C you just used commas. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Should be one in here somewhere. Nope. Hang on a second, there's iterators here. It's not the same as colon. Size brackets. Size is a method. Yeah, for a similar reason, the size of standard vector my type is like 12 or 16. Fields around the vector. Crazy. But I don't want the size of. I want the number of objects in it. See out words. I. Yeah, it's stupid. Words.size is not the same as words.size bracket. What do you mean? What? Oh. I also spelled it. Did I spell that right? Is that right? That is how you spell size. I'm officially losing my mind. There we go. It was getting a bit freaky there, wasn't it? Ah, no you won't. No you Excellent. Excellent. That is absolutely fantastic. We don't need that anymore. What we do need is if I is equal to wax size -1. Break. Else if look, I've been searching for C++ all day. Why is the first result you give me also has the compare function? There we go. If, what do you mean red text? What do you mean that's not good? Fuck off. If compare if compare words words I +1. Identify compare as undefined. C++ has a string class. It also has the compare function in the standard library to compare strings. I didn't. Okay. Just this once. I hate you. Namespace standard has no member compare. Google, you have lied to me. I just don't want to write it out. I just don't want to do the character shit. In fact, this might be an excellent what? I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost the plot. I just wanted to use the compare function in the standard library. Is that not... Did I not include something? IOStream, sales data, CC type. Not sharp include standard io.h. Maybe? There it is. Why? It came up, it was like, there it is. Ignore it. Madness. Oh my god, it's 3:30. If string compare words I plus 1. Oh, you're trying to use this. encppreference.com/w/cpp/starting basic string compare. You're not looking at the example code? Yes, but also no. That method is not static. Good. Who is slamming? Oh, I'm calling it like a static method? Okay. You know what? Yeah. Whoa, what the fuck? I have a problem. This isn't gonna work, is it? Not words. Whoa. Type name is not allowed. Thank you. Oh, give me the option twice. For God's sake. For word and count. For j equals 0. J is less than word and count dot size. Fucking J plus plus. I've done something horribly wrong here, haven't I? Is that right? Oh, the vector's called vectan count. What am I doing? That's why it's not working. Yes, vectan count. Yes, put it in. 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 Sorry. The int j. If vectan count j dot word is equal to oh, it went away, thank God. And it's not in curly, for God's sake. Vector count j dot word is equal to words I vector count j dot count plus equals 1. Is that okay? Else if j is greater than or equal to vect and count dot size what's with words I is equal to words I plus 1? So I don't know. The thing, the standard namespace string function compare didn't want to play ball. It didn't want to play ball. So we just ripped it out. And we replaced it with this, which is obviously not going to work, right? words is a vector of strings. Words I and words I plus 1 are obviously going to be strings in the vector. Else if j is greater than or equal to. That will compare strings. Just asking why it matters that 2 consecutive words are the same. Oh! You weren't here at the start. Sorry, that's the exercise for chapter 514. You write a program to compare words in a text block and to write and tabulate how many of the words are repeated and which words are repeated, which is just a goddamn nightmare. Let's be real. As long as that will compare strings, I'm peachy keen. That's all I wanted. Here we go. So this isn't going to work because J isn't going to... Do they have to be consecutive? Yes, they have to be consecutive. That's what we are checking. If vector count j.word is equal to words I, vector count j.count plus equals 1, else if Is there a way to check if a value exists in... Because I don't think this is this check for value in vector. See, that's the first thing that came out. Here we go. Simplest solution is to count the number of elements in the vector having specified value. If the count is non-zero, we have found our what? Standard count function. But then how do I access that? Oh, for God's sake. Ah, here we go. Efficient user needs to use the standard find algorithm. To find a value in the given range, performs faster than standard count. Count traverses the whole container to get the element found with find. Stops searching as soon as the matching element is found. Ah, here we go. I don't get it. I'm gonna get it, but like, how am I gonna get the vector number? What? Just a question mark. Yeah, that's so. There's a vector find, right? There's a find function, the standard colon find bracket to find in a vector a value, right? Why do I need that? So I have a vector that holds the word that's being repeated and the number of times it's repeated. So I have a vector of structs, a word and count structs. So ostensibly I would look at the vector holding all the structs. I would find the struct that I needed and I would input a count +1. And I'm currently doing that in a stupid way. Yeah, you already found the word in the vector. Yeah, I know I already found the word in the vector, but I'm doing that using an if statement. But if this reaches its limit, if this goes to j is less than vector count j++, when j is equal to vector count, dot size. You know what? Screw it. You need to do something when it's not found. Yeah, if we've got a repetition of the word and it's not updated into the vector, where the information of which words are being repeated is stored, we need to create a dude. We need to create a duder. Else if j is equal to vector and count.size, all hell breaketh loose. Is there a delete line key? Oh, for God's sake. Don't delete all the tabs in the previous line when I delete them. Fucking line. Visual Studio, you are the worst program on the planet. Else, if j is size, we need to create a new dude. So record some state to indicate it's not found and then handle it outside that loop. Oh. Just in an else. No. J is equal to vector and count dot size is never true inside that loop. How? Hello, are you doing exercises from the internet or what? I am doing exercises from a book, the C++ Primer, edition 5. Oh wait, what the fuck is j equals vector and count size? Okay. Wait, what? Sorry, I just deleted the less than. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Foo. I'm so sorry. Yes, that is wrong. That is wrong code, and it has been corrected. Thank you. I don't know if that is any better. What was wrong with you had before? So what I had before was that it was going to get to j is less than vector and count dot size. It's an int, obviously. So when it would increment to be j is the size of the vector because it's 0 indexed, it would be 1 past the end and it would have lost it. But now I've got a problem where it's going to go to here and it's going to check vector and count j dot word equals words I. That's going to cause a problem. I see that causing a problem. But whatever, you know, I can destroy my kernel 32 right now on stream. It's not a problem. Else, if j is equal to vector and count, so when it equals the thing, look at the loop with a straight face and explain to me how that makes any fucking sense at all with the j is equal to vector and count dot size. I just so when it equals, so if I have it as less than vector and count dot size, it's going to exit the loop before it can put a thing into vector and count, if you get what I'm saying. So having it one larger means it gets one extra iteration. And you're looking at like the fact that I have 18, it starts at 0, then that size has to be 0 to execute that. What? It starts at 0, then that size has to be 0 to execute that loop. No. Do you know how loops work? Like, you've given me the good tips so far, but now I'm starting to worry. This is what I've wrote. So we initialize an integer to 0. We check to see if the integer is the same as vector and count.size, and then we increment the integer. This is a standard loop format. What's the only thing that's not standard is the fact that we're checking to see if it's equal to, which is a thing that you should never, never, ever, ever do, apparently, quote unquote. What? It'll just work, don't worry. We need to push back. We need to push back. Do you mean j is not equal to vector and count.size? No, I do not mean j is not equal to vector and count.size. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's kind of fine. Don't worry about it. The not equal to is a different kind of a loop format. I'm getting so distracted. This will be fun to watch you debug. I'll wait. Oh god. Vector and count dot push back. No instance of overloaded function standard vector 2 by allocator count. Did the dog just hold on a sec? I gotta see what that is. I'll be 10 seconds. You know what? I've just been away a second. I think you might be cheeky correct about that. Yeah. And now we have a new problem. No instance of overloaded function standard vector. ty allocate pushback with ty word count and count Alex standard word and count matches the argument list. Argument types are standard string. Object type is standard vector word and count, standard allocator word and count. Huh. But why? No. You need to handle the case where j is equal to vector and count dot size before you index into it. What? You need to handle the case where j is equal to vector and count dot size before you. What? I'm handling it. Or like your other loop, I think it's easier to handle this outside the loop. No! How do you handle anything outside a loop? Like, declare j outside the loop and move that condition outside the loop. What? That's not what I meant. It's really hard to see, isn't it? Is that like hard to see? So my consideration is not that. My consideration is, how do I add an object Oh, you know what? You know what it is? Else if j is equal to vector and count.size. Boom. How do I name a variable? Wait, what? Int j equals 0 for j. It's not equal vector count size plus j. If vector count j dot word is equal to words I vector and count j plus equals 1. If j is equal to vector and count size vector and count push back. Oh, is that how you do that? I don't think that doesn't look like that works. Really? I'll take one piece of that code and I will put it in. Holy shit! So are you saying that if you want to assign stuff, it's got to be in a code block? That's fine. But it's still got to happen. It's still got to happen while we're considering words I. Like, this isn't a function that we can just... This isn't a function that we can just disassociate from this. My code is hard to read in Twitch without formatting. Move the j declaration above the loop and move the j is equal to vector and count size condition after the loop. Is that all? Is that all? Is that all you want? Okay, it's fine. I know it's super nested, but like the logical flow of the program kind of just that's how I feel it should be. Although I get that a whole bunch of nesting is going to introduce programming computational bottlenecks. I get that. I understand that, but right now, thank you for this. That's going to be helpful in the future. Right now there's a bug, swap the order of your conditions. What do you mean right now there's a bug? What? What? Which conditions? This one? This one? This one? Your bottom if has to come before the top one. This. Yeah. Do you know what? That's what we did earlier as well. The thing that has the highest escape precedence goes first, right? Otherwise you get... I just want to put brackets in now. Visual Studio thwarting me at every point in my formatting. You think that this will work? There's only one way to check if something works, and that's to iterate over the vector we're doing. For auto u vect and auto u vector count. What even is that? What even is an auto u in vector? Vector iterator, standard, scary val. Is this an index? It's not an index, is it? Hey. That's amazing. Thank you. Auto is type deduction. This range 4 has to do with iterators. I know auto is type deduction, and I know the range 4 has to do with iterators. But the auto type deduction that we have for u isn't an index of vector count. It is the vector count object that we have. So we can just use the dot operator as if it was. We don't do vector count square brackets u dot word. We just do u dot word. It's really hard to understand sometimes. It's just, you put something new in front of me and I won't get it for just the way it be. An error. Ooh. So we should have count 2, right? Uh-oh. And free and like the things D. Did I do a poopy? For auto v words, let's. You don't get to be in my code anymore. I'm sorry. Oh shit. It makes sense if you cover iterators. It's like for auto something I vect and works begin I and does not equal vect works end. My PC is warm doing this. I've obviously made a big doo-doo. Let's step out of that. Okay, here we are. Here we go. Where's my cursor boy? All right, okay. Int whack size equals words dot size. Good. For int I equals 0, I is less than whack size I plus plus. If I equals whack size minus 1, break. Oops. Didn't. Else, if words I equals words I plus 1. For int j equals 0, j is less than or equal to vector count. Dot size j plus plus. If j is equal to vector size, no. Aha, vector count dot push back words I 1. What we got? We got vector count. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I didn't do anything wrong. It's perfect code. Hey. So that's all we needed. We just needed a break. Let's try it one more time. We made it bad. About that, it doesn't break anyway. Also, second thing, vector count.size is gonna change as we build this. So if we put one in, everything gets incremented maybe. Also, it didn't work without the break. Without the break, it was an infinite loop. It just kept going. It just literally just would not leave. Oh, good point. So this actually does need to be the other way around. Yeah. So just a quick and a quick. I'm gonna do this the other way around. What have I done? copy all the code. That's what happened. And they both need breaks. Do they both need breaks? So save the size beforehand instead of checking against vecting count dot size. I'm gonna just try it this way because this is the fastest, simplest way to fix, quote unquote, fix. Oh, fuck! Retry. Just straight up run the code again. I'm sure it just fixed itself. Yeah. So oh. I didn't write this code. I'm not at fault. I'm sorry. Exception thrown. Sailing boy to XA has triggered a breakpoint. Thank you. Thank you. STL verify. Pause. Oh god. Open the call stack. This. Call stack. Here we go. Sailor boy 548. Sailor boy to XA standard vector main 2 word and count allocated main. You don't look at this garbage. Look at a call stack in the lower right. Say this 548 maybe. Source.cpp. Here we go. Double click on your main function frame. What? Here. This. Okay. If vector count j.word equal words I. I'm sorry, you got a problem with that? Have you got a problem with me checking a value against another value? I reversed the conditions because it was defaulting. It was defaulting to this, so I'm guessing the conditions are just wrong. So this is bad. Should I change the condition? Yes. Okay. So I'll put the condition to there was a real cool fancy piece of code that I found. Standard find. Wait. You mean the whole clause, not just the condition? We'll work on it, alright? We'll work on it. It's an iterative process. We'll do the condition first. We'll make sure we get that. Standard find. We don't even need to iterate over this, do we? Hey, look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to do something horrible. Big slam. We got some weird extra space here. Don't know what's going on with that. Well, this won't work. Yeah, I can see I have a red dealie on my screen. I understand this will not work. How do I access a single member of a vector without knowing its index? Does this return its index? Does this function return? Your idea is right, but there's a couple of hair issues to get around. I think they're more than a hair of an issue. It returns the iterator. Oh, so I can just... But what does it return? You're really gonna make me do this? No, that's red as well. So save the result of find. Oh, we'll do that outside. We'll do it outside in the next level up. Yeah? Yeah? Int finder. Is that cool? And then if finder. It's not an int. C thinks it's an int. What do you mean it's not an int? You said it's an iterator. Yeah. An iterator. An iterator is an int, isn't it? I mean, you can't have a float value iterator, right? I'm gonna run it. Stand vector words and count iterator. Stop. Play. No. What do you mean no issues found? God damn it. It's not going to tell me the error. Ah, here we go. Begin and end. Begin. Is that it? You broke my function. No. Okay. Compile again for the next error. Oh. So yes. No. Error list. No suitable conversion found from standard vector. It's God damn it. What? If it's not found, then finder is equal to vector and count.end. If finder does not equal, yeah, that works. If finder does not equal vector and count n, then vector and count finder.count plus equals 1. Finder oh right. Ah. I've done it wrong, haven't I? No? Just like that, right? What the hell just happened there? No. Not like that. The other way around. Here. The whole line. All of that. Just finder arrow count plus equals 1. Then break. Iterators are like pointers. Yeah, I have hazy memories. Hazy memories. They're right here, in fact. I'm sure I wrote something down real important in one of these. Nope. I used my brain, of course. I thought, I'll never use that. For God's sake. No break. You got confidence in this. All right. We'll just ignore that happened. You moved the loop, so those breaks are targeting a different loop now. Oh. Both breaks. Binary equal main word and count does not define this operator or conversion to a type acceptable to the predefined operator. Thank you. Can you tell me what line of code I put that in? Main word and count does not define this operator or a conversion to type acceptable to the predefined operator. Is it? Scroll down until you see your code for context. 546. Now this doesn't work. But this is what we started with. Oh, my brain. This is the hairy part. If you really need find if. Let me scroll down this web page that I have open. Find if, which requires a predicate. So the recommended approach if search needs to satisfy certain conditions. For example, we're asked to find the first prime in a vector of integers, or finding the first string ending with some characters in a vector of God, damn it. Or define operator equals for word and count. Maybe I don't want to define operator equals for word and count. Or do I just have to type that in right at the top here? Sharp define. I think I did a stupid thing. How? auto finder equals standard find if. Yeah. It's doing the thing again. Standard find if vect and count.begin, vect and count.end, and word and count const and a return a word is equal to. You have to walk me through that one. I'm just gonna steal that. This is where Windows gets deleted from my PC. Whoa! I know, right? Didn't work though, did it? So I understand what we're doing, right? We're getting a word, word and count constant a, return a dot word is equal to words I. So that looks backwards to me, but okay, we're getting a word and we're comparing it to words I, and we're looking for that in the array. Vector. Functions are just syntactic sugar for the same loops. We just needed to iron out that wrinkle. Big wrinkle. Why isn't my compare function working, by the way? I have so many included stuff here. We have standard IO, we got C string, we got shit going down. But the compare doesn't work. That is correct. That is what the program is meant to do. Well, it's only doing that because I was using the loops before, if you remember, to iterate over the vector container for all of the words that had been repeated. I think it looks a bit different, but yeah, basically we've just taken out that low level. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's good. Whereas before we were trying to like pick through and find if is definitely the function that we were looking for, not find, or definitely not the iteration stuff, because it was implemented badly by myself. That's all I can say. It's a learning process. What can we do? You can always rewrite this as loops for the practice. Just sharp if def this out. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna have to stop because I've done more than twice what I usually do in this, because this one exercise was just a little bit ridiculous, if you ask me. But I think we've learned how to slam. So I'm gonna end it there. So if you came to watch the live video, thank you very much for coming to watch the live video. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, oh my god. The and thing is a lambda. Check your book. I will check my book. I will write that down and I will check my book. Thank you. If you came to watch the video on demand, thank you for coming to watch the video on demand. Thank you 03F001 for all the help today. No doubt this stream would have been 4 times as long and I would have thrown my PC out of the window if he had not turned up. Or she. Oh, if you had not turned up. And as always, I'll check my lambda, and I will see you in the next episode.